Hi guys, today we're talking about the Barbie Dream Fest that happened over the weekend that had people clamoring to get a refund and calling out the event. So let's get into it. So over the weekend, a Barbie Dream Fest occurred in Fort Lauderdale and people were disappointed, to say the least. People were comparing it to the Fire Festival. People were comparing it to that Willy Wonka experience that happened in Glasgow, which was insane, where it was a huge warehouse, very minimal decorations, did not look like any of the flyers. Weird creatures like the mysterious or whatever the guy was, the unknown. He also had a single Oompa Loompa who was handing out, I think, a jelly bean and a little bit of lemonade. It was a disaster. This event went the same kind of way.
I got there, the receptionist was rude. There was no bag. They just gave you a sanitizer and a brush. And not only that, but everything was so unorganized.
I'm not one to complain, and usually I just suck it up. But at this Barbie Dream Fest, it said it opened at 9. We weren't let in till 9:45, and vendors were still arriving and setting up shop. Once we finally got in, it was very underwhelming. The space was huge, and there was just so much emptiness.
This event was not held by Mattel, although I did see something where it said they kind of signed off on it or gave approval or something, but it was put on by Mischief Management, so that's who put it on. So a lot of people thought it was like Mattel themselves who were putting it on, so they thought, okay, this is going to be amazing. And they advertised different stuff where like you could meet people who did like voiceovers for the show, I think, of Barbie. They had Serena Williams there for a meet and greet.
I can't wait to see you at Barbie Dream Fest, March 27th to 29th, for a fan-filled weekend of limitless possibilities.
And they had like different people, and they also listed all these fun things to do, like you'd have a Barbie dream house to take a picture in front of, have an 80s inspired roller rink that you could use, there was going to be like a bike course and stuff, and like all kinds of stuff. Like it seemed like it was going to be like really cool. When we got there, it was quite a disappointment.
Y'all, what? But let's do it for the kids.
This was their 80s roller skating rink, which was tiny and had no lights. There was no way any adults would have been able to skate in there. This was their Barbie dream house, a cardboard standing box with a VW wagon. It would have been nice, but the doors were closed, so you couldn't even go inside of it. As you can see, everything else was just spread out, open, very empty, very scarce, and it was just fee after fee.
This is a huge space, okay, at the Broward Convention Center. It is empty, okay?
Auditorium, which makes it look worse because it's so sparse. And I wonder if these places have to get like big venues similar to the Willy Wonka one, where it's like they have to have a big enough venue to hold like the people they're gonna have there, but they don't have enough stuff to make it look good or cool. So it always ends up just looking really lame and like a little expo of some kind, and it just does not look like fun, especially for the prices. The prices are crazy. So when you look on their website, so the day pass, it's $30 for kids, $69 for adults, and you get different like access to different things depending on the pass. You have the general pass. And some people said it didn't even matter what pass you got because they got the more expensive one and they still just got the same access to like the general pass stuff. So it didn't really make...
Barbie Dream Fest was horrible and it was a waste of time. I bought the most expensive ticket, which was the Dream Fest. I bought it. The Dream Pass was basically treated like a general admission. So if you're gonna buy the Dream Pass, just don't. It's a waste of money.
All kinds of different options you can choose from, but one of the most expensive ones was $449. And for what you got, oh my god, it's expensive anyway, but for what they got, ooh, so expensive. But needless to say, people were making fun of this event and were saying how bad it was.
Hi, I'm here for the Barbie Dream Fest. Welcome, this is it. Where are the attractions? These are all the attractions. Or like Barbie's dream house, where is it? See that little house in the corner? That cardboard house? Yes, doesn't it look real? No, they said it was gonna be an interactive Barbie's dream house. You can take pictures and interact there. I was told they were turning this into Barbie Dreamland, like the whole thing. Ta-da! Where's the 80s disco roller rink? It's right here. That's the roller rink? Yes! Where's all the pink? Look at all those pink balloons in the back.
You look at like the roller rink. This is not an 80s inspired roller rink. It's just like they just mapped out a little area in the expo center and they're like, yes, skate on there. Like you'd expect like, you know, lights and like decorations and like really fun and vibey, right? Like that's what you're probably paying for. It's like an 80s experience disco kind of thing, right? This isn't it. And then for the biking event, it's like, oh, okay, that doesn't really seem very exciting. Like, okay, sure, it's something, but it's just pretty basic, especially for $450. It's crazy. And then the Barbie dream house that you get to take pictures with. Ooh, oh boy, it's this. It's just like a cutout of a house, and then they have like the Barbie dream van. But yeah, you're paying so much money to take a picture in front of this cardboard thing. Crazy. And it's like, oh, were you expecting like an actual Barbie dream house that you can interact with? Like we told you could? Well, that's crazy. No, you get a cutout of a house. You don't get a real life Barbie dream house looking thing with a slide and the stuff you can actually interact with. No, $450 for a cutout. But some people said there was a couple good things about the event. So
now I know this fest got a lot of slack. Everyone saying it is like a fire fest and it wasn't worth the money, but I honestly thought it was a pretty cool event. I think it was more for little girls, more for kids. I mean, the kids had smiles on their faces and they all looked like they were having a great time. And you guys have to remember, kids see things a little more different than adults. And I had a good time myself taking nice pictures. I wouldn't say it's worth a $400 ticket, but yeah, $40 is fair. And I would definitely, if I had kids, I would definitely bring them back here because they all had a good time. I saw nothing but smiles. I could see how it could be underwhelming if you're an adult and you're not into picture taking. But if you have kids, or if I was a little girl, I would definitely enjoy this. So next time they bring it back, give it a chance. Bye!
I feel like this video was a really good description of it. It's like, yeah, kids probably will like it. Like, they're pretty impressed by stuff. No, well, that sounded bad. I'm not just saying all kids are impressed by anything, but I feel like kids might be like, oh, this is really fun and cool. But just the pricing of it that's crazy. It's like, yeah, the kids might like it, but it's still not worth that much money, right? Like, you're still paying it as an adult for your kids. It makes sense that if you are an adult going, you're not gonna like it as much, like she said. Like, it's just not gonna be as fun. So I thought this was a pretty good review of it. And then there's another video here which showed like more of like the activities and stuff. So this one was helpful to see as well, and she seemed fairly positive about the event.
Come with me to spend the day at the Barbie Festival in Fort Lauderdale. You could pretend you were Barbie in a little pop-up, or you could take a photo shoot at the Michaels exhibit and add some gems to your frames like I did. It was very cute and fun. Then there was a little spa where you could add a braid to your hair if you wanted to, and those vintage Barbie dolls anywhere from $50 to $3,000. And then this watercolor artist would paint you as Barbie. And you could also make a keychain with a photo of yourself. I did some roller skating with those Barbie roller skates, and it was so much fun.
But honestly, still, I don't think worth the money just to do the crafts and stuff. This happens so often. I feel like these companies like really oversell and overpromise, and they just underdeliver so badly. And like the fact that they're charging so much money is even more outrageous. Like the Willy Wonka experience, I think was £30, which is like, yeah, that's not great. And if you're taking a family of 5, like it adds up. But this is crazy expensive for what they got. Like, it is wild. But what do you guys think about all of this? Love to hear your opinions below. Thanks so much for joining. Bye-bye.